Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to what could well be the final part of the Accidents Only challenge on Hitman Freelancer. We've got 3 levels left, none of them are alerted, so we should hopefully be able to get through the first 2 without too much trouble and then get on to Colorado for the showdown where we can do the thing. So before we get there we've got Paris and Mumbai. Paris has got Perfect Shooter and Don't Get Spotted, which are doable, and Fiber Wire Kill, which we're not going to be doing. So what else have we got? We've got Collateral Accident. Propane tanks could be our friend once again, although they do go against Perfect Shooter. Given the choice, we'll go for Collateral Accident, simply because it's worth a lot more money. But we'll see if we can't cause some other form of collateral accident on our travels. Now, Seeker, all the usual tools of accident making. Leaves us with a couple of slots. Do we grab a mini taser? Yeah, that should be all we need. I don't think I've forgotten anything, so let's go visit Paris. And it's a nice daytime variant. Lovely. Lol. Now, let's see where our targets might be, shall we? We have got 3 of them upstairs and 1 in the back garden area. Okay. I guess any disguise is better than no disguise at the moment, so maybe we'll pop down to the basement.
Sir, enjoy the show.
We can certainly deal with the cameras whilst we're down there, so it's probably a good start. There's an outfit for us. Palace staff. Very well. That might not actually allow us onto the upper floors, or it certainly won't allow us onto the top floor, but it's better than nothing. Now, whereabouts can I find some fun tools? There's some rat poison around somewhere. There might be a propane flask around somewhere as well. Palace Master Key, certainly useful. There's a propane. So if one of our targets is a smoker and stands next to somebody, that's collateral accidents taken care of. Now let's see if we can't deal with those pesky cameras. Bit. Job done. Now, do we look outside first? Are we able to get to that outside guy in our current disguise? Therein lies a question. I feel like the answer might be no. I'm not sure if Palace staff are allowed to roam around the back here, but then again,
Have you seen the other security that's here?
who's stopping me? No one is the answer. What do you have for us? A second propane flask or a sedative syringe? Let's grab that second propane, just because it could come in handy. So target is a patrolling bodyguard. Does he go right up to the edge? He does, don't you know? And then he leans
Hey,
facing
heard someone wants their check.
that way, which isn't ideal. It's not the end of the world. Here comes his mate though. We don't want him seeing us doing anything nefarious. So you're going to start walking away. We're going to throw something in the corner there. You're going to be like, let's go and have a look at that.
On the alert.
All being well, Baldy there is going to turn around. Turn around, Baldy.
Don't give me this shit right now. Whoa! Oh.
Okay, it's fine. We'll just do it. Where'd our propane go? Oh, great. Our propane flask has disappeared. Did it just fall down? It's a good thing I got a second one out of that crate, to be honest. We're trespassing down here. Okay. And yeah, there is no propane to be found, so I guess it just disappeared. Very well. That's mildly annoying, but on with the show. We've got 1 more propane. We've got 3 targets upstairs. It's possible one of them's like a balcony smoker of some sort. It might turn out that none of them are, and the propane isn't very useful unless we want to risk breaking things. Breaking the old perfect shooter. Let's see. Now, can we just get up a floor?
What the hell is that about?
That's probably some.
You are definitely not coming through here. Please.
Nope, we're not allowed. Grab some more rat poison, just because it could be useful. Are you? Yeah, you're just regular palace stuff like me. You're not auction stuff. If we had some coins, that'd be nice. Because then we could put some on a balcony up here. And that would allow Tech Friend to look over at it. And then he'd be like, huh. And he'd go and have a look.
Huh.
Okay, so I'd look anyway.
Hey, this area's off limits.
Yep, I know.
You won't think it's funny when they start shooting at you. Hey, I need some help here.
Right, he's gone to find a guard. But are we compromised? Or are we just sus at this point? Let's think. Where else could we find a bodyguard outfit? Because all the bodyguards out here sort of roam about in places where we can't push them off stuff and then grab their outfit, right? Are there any other options? Yeah, there is. So we've got that generator, which is switched on. But we can't cause any sort of electrical trap here, can we? Because if we shoot the lights, they'll just break? Not sure. We can turn on the faucet though.
Really?
So we can cause a water puddle.
Say what? What?
I'm turning it off, that's alright. Now if you found a car battery, or similar. Oh, there's another propane flask. Very nice. Now, whereabouts might we find a battery around here? Because yeah, I don't think we can just shoot the light fitting and get sparks to fly. I don't know if that's a thing, and so I'm going to assume it's not. Although, if Baldy wasn't there, we could test that theory. Keep walking, friend. Not this way, idiot. Oh yeah, he's not looking at us now, is he? Oh, wait, then we'd break perfect shooter. Is there a car battery out here? In the gardens? Seems like an odd place for one, and yet my memory suggests maybe there's one around. It's all a bit of a convoluted way to cause an accident just to get a disguise, but I don't want to use up our mini taser just yet. If we don't have to. Oops.
Who are you again?
I wasn't pressing G on that. Bloody hell.
Hey,
I was trying to open a crate, not use my wrench. Now we'll just lurk here until this heat dies down. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, it's just Mercer's. Okay. There's another propane flask, though. Now, if anyone does cause that to explode, that propane flask will go with it. So let's just bring it along. We've got enough propane to just easily clear this level now. Once we get a disguise. Although we could use the propane to get a disguise because we've got so much of this stuff. Still no car batteries though. Maybe we just put our propane down for a minute, climb the pipes to get to a higher floor, and then get our hands on a disguise. Ah, one of our targets was up there in the Sheik's bedroom. Regis. That's interesting. Means they might be ripe for a push. Now, where did I leave my suit? Because yeah, on reflection, we don't actually need a disguise to get to the top floor. Sometimes no disguise is the best disguise of all. Right, back in our fabulous purple threads. Now let's make our way
Look, Daniel. She's
outside. Baldy's not around. Up the pipe we go, and we'll be on top floor. We'll be on top floor legally. Hello.
Yeah.
Don't mind me, everyone. I'm meant to be here. Now, do you have anything for me, pal?
You look like you might need something. I only sell good merch.
Good.
Lead the way.
You don't want to sell bad merch to 47. We'll buy you a remote concussive duck.
Don't hesitate to come back.
Oh, we've lost Don't
I'll
Get
be
Spotted.
here.
I didn't even realise that was one of our challenges. What a big idiot I am.
Hey there, big boy.
Is that two of our targets basically stood next to one another? Where are they? Alright, so there's one in this room. And then there's one hanging out in the next room across. Do we deal with them while we're up here? Or do we look for a bodyguard outfit first? We're not allowed out there. No.
Don't be silly. I said you could call anytime. Where are you? Monaco, huh?
Yeah, so there's limits to where we're allowed at the moment. Now this guy, he just stands there and uses his phone, doesn't he? He doesn't smoke at any point. I really wish we had a coin on us, just so we could place it on the edge of a balcony. But we are lacking a coin,
And a
so
good day to you,
what do
sir.
we do? Maybe do something with that bodyguard. I mean, placing a duck, that's generally a pretty loud distraction, isn't it? Although, if we're going to shove a bodyguard off a ledge, we want him to land somewhere where we can then help ourselves to his disguise.
Hi there, friend.
What's up, friend? Right, so there's no one out here right now. You gonna see that duck, my man?
Oh.
Yeah, you are.
A-okay.
Oh, shit. Oops. That didn't quite work out.
What?
Yeah, the push button and the vault button being the same one
What the hell is that?
kind of ruined that for us. What if we just throw a hammer then? Yeah, you look away. We'll throw a hammer down there.
Possible intruder. Sweeping area. Over.
Now, can we catch you this time when you... Yeah, we can. Good. Now, is his body going to be found?
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay.
Where's it going to be taken?
Okay, just stay still. Okay, everything's gonna be all right. Okay.
That's the question. And then is he going to grab the rubber ducky when he comes back? That's the other question. Because we haven't got a pipe over here that we can climb down. I mean, we've got a pipe here. It's dragging him indoors. And we got our duck back. Good. Now, are we allowed in this back area? Yeah, we're no longer trespassing. Good.
No.
So where are you taking that bod, pal? You just chucking it in a corner? That seems like half a job, if ever I've seen one.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Now. No one's really paying any attention to us, so there we go. We are now bodyguard. That probably took longer than necessary. And thinking about it, though, is there a way up to the top floor without climbing, which doesn't involve enforcers? So propane might not be the answer. What are you looking at, Yuki? You handsome man. If you could get out of my way, that would be just lovely. We're on a level 4 campaign here. Serious business for serious people. That talk seriously to their cats. Our target just sort of stands there. Does that mean that we can lure him out and then do the same shoving trick? Yeah. Yeah, he's not having any of it. What about the duck? It's basically as good as a coin when it comes to luring people. Nope, he's not having it at all. Very well. Are you just going to do nothing, my man? Certainly looks that way. Maybe you're a seeker candidate, but then who else in this room? They're real people, so they might notice. I can't believe that's not close enough to attract his attention. If we stand here, is anyone noticing us? Maybe. Maybe we'll save him till later because of the high risk. Maybe we have to just set a fire alarm off and get everyone outside. Because she's also in a horrible place.
Looking good, man.
No. Hayley, you just sort of stand there, don't you? You don't go underneath that chandelier at any point. But we can get rid of both of you, can't we?
Nice outfit. Have a great day.
Okay, you do walk under the chandelier, that's cool. Right, so there's Dahlia's bodyguard. Now, do we need to grab the USB stick?
You look dedicated, man. Good job.
Come on, Ukes. Shift your ass. Because, yeah, if we can just get rid of those guys by doing the whole
How you been?
laptop dongle thing. But I don't know if that's a thing that can be done in Freelancer, because Dahlia doesn't seem to be around. So, maybe it's not an option. Although there is the dongle. But yeah, even with the dongle it seems not an option. So how else are we going to get rid of these guys so that we can then lure out our target? That's got his attention.
Command, we got a situation.
You go and look at that situation, my man. I'll follow closely behind to make sure that nothing horrible happens to you.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Okay, that hasn't worked. So you're going to start to go back, and then maybe you toss it in this corner.
Oh.
That gives us two chances that you'll be facing in the direction for a shove.
Strange noises here. Looking into it. Over.
As long as he doesn't face right into the corner, which he probably will, to be fair. Good enough. Whoop-de-doo. Hello.
Got one down. No, it looks like an accident.
Didn't see you there, friend. You're an unknown quantity on this mission, and we can't have that.
Is anyone there?
Oh, come on. You are so close enough. Same corner, then.
All right, you got my attention.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Turn left. Oh, what? I pressed it.
If you could take a couple steps back, it would set my mind at rest.
Yeah, well, if I could shove you off a building, that would
Hey,
set mine at
wait
rest.
a minute. Hey.
Yep, I know, you saw me. Just turn around. But what was that noise? That definitely wasn't me, because you didn't see it happen.
Not like it. Please stop. Oh!
Alright, so gradually we eliminate the potential witnesses.
Yeah.
Hayley, are you going to walk under that chandelier again? Because that'd be nice. No, you're going back that way. Okay. Can we just lure you?
What the?
No, we got a guard. I guess Hayley's not going to come out now because the guard she was going to chat to isn't here anymore. I wonder if anyone down below is wondering about all these different bodies raining down on them. They're like, maybe someone should go up and have a look.
Moving in to investigate. Over.
But no, they don't seem that concerned. They're just like, whoop-de-doo, another body. That one went off the other side. Now, Hayley. Oh no, she's asked the guard.
I swear.
So Hayley is just still coming and going. But now she's run out of bodyguards to ask for help.
Okay, who's doing that?
Who indeed? Surely it's not a master assassin, because this would be a bloody stupid way to assassinate people. Bye, chick. Alright, we're making progress. We need 2 more death drops and we might have our target.
Yeah, guess what?
Hello?
Goodbye. So that brings us to our target. At long last. Could have just seeked her. Stubborn. We've been through this. I'm a stubborn man, and I will try and do things in stupid ways. All this trouble for one target.
Come on, I'm not in the mood for this right now.
Well, can we... Oh, jeez, we had a second where we could have just pushed her. But that's fine. We're only 1 throw away.
Who's throwing stuff around here?
I'm throwing stuff. Stuff like you. Lovely. Now on to target 3, who refused to be lured anywhere for some reason. But let's see what we can do about that. I just don't understand it. He's right there. We're throwing stuff right here. How is that not working? Right, so because he's still the higher risk target, let's go down and see our friend down below before we accidentally blow our disguise. Is there a flight of stairs without an enforcer? Probably not. Where is the attic that we can then climb down to get to the museum director's office? Okay. Looks nice up here in the attic on daytime Paris. Looks nice and airy. You can have fun poking around here looking at artifacts. Right, down we go. If there'd been a guy there like there usually is, then he would have suffered an accident for no reason other than because I felt like it.
Hi.
But as it stands, we'll make our way across to the Sheikh's room. There's our target. He's a bodyguard. So we could taser him, but we've also seen him go out to the balcony, haven't we? All those shaky babies out there right now. Maybe we lure him in and we shove him out of this window. It seems likely we could get away with that. Right, you turn. Good. Okay, we haven't quite got him in the right spot. Right, have we got it right this time?
On.
Oh, it's so
Bloody annoying.
fiddly. You have to really get him up by the window. Maybe we throw it on the windowsill. It's where the item lands that they go to investigate, isn't it?
I feel mildly annoyed.
Look at this. How is this not working out for us? We could just throw the taser on him. I mean, we could just secret him. We're right by a toilet. Because I don't want to use the taser unless I have to. Just because
Oh, this isn't good. Oh, I don't think this is good at all.
it's consumable. Where are you going? There's a toilet there. Thank you. Right. Yeah, we've been at this level long enough. We're just going to seek people and leave. Where's he going to go for a vom? Is he just going to go into Dahlia's private office? I feel like the answer to that is yes. I can't think of where else he might go. Those two aren't really looking in this direction, are they? So, would anyone see us if we do this? No, good. And off we go on our journey to probably Dahlia's office. I don't think she'd approve of some random Joe just strolling in. But,
Be careful out there.
I mean, first of all, she's dead. And second of all, it's probably better than him vomiting on the carpet.
Hey! Oh!
Excellent. Now, quickest way out is probably the helicopter, right? Oh, I forgot about collateral accident. What a silly sausage. I was just going to say, yep, we found like 4 propane flasks and we didn't use any of them. And then I realised that, yeah, that was because I'm an idiot and I forgot my prestige. Oops. Some of those targets there, their placement was awful. So we spent about 40 minutes on that mission. And yeah, we only achieved one of our objectives. But we completed the main one, which was accident, so that's well and good. And now we're off to Mumbai with only 3 targets. Poison, doors stay locked, don't blow your disguise. Should all be fine. Now what do we have? Open safe explosive. Do we have a safe? No. Pacified baseball bat, that's not an accident. Time to get disguises, that's just horrible. It's probably my least favourite time challenge, but we'll take it just because we've got nothing else. Do we bring along an oil canister? Maybe. With poison target, I'm thinking one of them is probably a seeker and then a drowning kill. Let's bring along some grapes. Because we don't necessarily need to make people slip to get their disguises. We could just set them on fire with the oil thing. Especially if they're a target. So let's grab some grapes and head on out. Fish. We don't need fish, but we'll grab them. There might be distractions. Oh, jeez. What a difficult target. Right, so there's 2 left. Let's see. They are over near the laundry and upstairs in the chawl. Well, upstairs in the chawl could well be a case of seeker and then drowning to get the poison target. But they could also just be shoved off a ledge, probably. Let's go and check out our other target and see what they have to say for themselves. Are they one of the guards on the edge of the laundry in this direction? Perhaps. Yeah. Okay. So how can one get them easily? Well, if you weren't coming in here, then that might be a possibility. Is anyone watching us? Don't think so.
I'll buy you some lassi if you go and check out what that was. Okay?
Yeah, you go check out what that was, friend. Can we climb back up there? I don't know. It doesn't look like it. That's a real shame, because if we could just climb back up and then tug that guy off, who's coming in to investigate, that would be good. Someone's coming over here to look at us. We are trespassing. Yep.
What the hell do you think you're doing? This is a restricted area.
Now, is this a drowning spot?
Stay where you are, okay? You there, come with me, quickly now.
Yeah, will do, friend. What if we seeker you? Let's wait for him to turn around first, just in case.
Did I stutter us? Yo! Drop the hand. Okay, easy now, tough
Okay,
guy.
he's seeing me.
It's me, right there.
Oh,
Right.
sounds like someone's going 12 rounds.
Okay, we've drowned him. Good. Now we need to get out of trouble, though. Because if that guy sees us when he comes down to investigate, we are in bother. So we had to punch him out, which is unfortunate.
Need a hand over here.
But the main thing is he drowned, so it was an accident. And we might actually get disguises at this rate. We can slip in here, can't we? Oh no, that's locked. Bugger. Because there is a disguise in there of like local security or something, which could reset the clock. Oh,
Out here.
wait a minute. It's Illusions of Grandeur. Bugger. So, this makes life more difficult. I think I'm going to deliberately break doors stay locked. I don't like to, but if I'm right, there's a local security outfit in here somewhere and that can reset the timer. Okay, there isn't. It's the wrong door for that. Now, where are you going? You're going that way. You're going over there. So yeah, we've blown most of our challenges then. That's unfortunate. You don't seem to mind me being in your room, which is nice. Is that Basil? It is. Why doesn't he mind me being up here? Why is this floor not trespassing when the lower floor was? That's bizarre. Oh well. Main thing is we've killed a dude. So yeah, this floor, not trespassing. Maybe it was just the ground floor that's trespassing. How weird. Why would it just be the ground and not the upper floors? Oh well, that's a mystery for another time. We've made up for that bloody 40-minute mission in Paris by doing this one in about 5. Again, we only got one challenge complete, but everyone was killed in accident, so it's a win. And so now we find ourselves with a level 4 showdown on Colorado. Let's see. No firearms is going to go. Don't pacify is probably going to go. Take no damage doesn't have to go though. And time trial is certainly doable. Because we have a specific plan in mind. I'm going to do the thing. And those of you in the know will know what the thing is. And those of you who are not in the know, well, this should be fun. You'll enjoy it, I hope. Just in case things go wrong, I'm going to bring along a less decent pistol. And we're going to bring along a sniper rifle. Which is why no firearms is definitely going to go. The Sieger 300 Tactical. That will get the job done. And now what do we need? We need banana and grapes, I think, because it would be nice to be able to distract people. And then make them slip, of course. It would be nice as well if we can find the coin lying around somewhere. Just as another distraction tool. There it is. Good. And then we've got 2 slots left, so what else might we want to bring? More distraction tools would probably be nice. So maybe we grab the regular wrench from the garage. And then for what's hopefully the last time in this accident challenge, we'll hop in the hit van and be on our way. Right, this is perfect. The water tower start is perfect. Now, do we risk a quick nudge of that guy? That'll save us hassle later. Assuming, of course,
Hey there.
it doesn't lead to bother
Anything?
when it comes to them moving the body and a lookout being spotted. Well, a lookout spotting the body. Is he going to get dragged around here? I think round here is a spot where bodies sometimes get dragged, so let's see.
Just taking out the trash.
Just taking out the trash, that's not a nice way to talk about your pal. So yeah, you park him over there. That would be grand.
Yeah, I know.
Now where are you going? You are going back that way, good. So we will help ourselves to that uniform that we've just acquired. And we'll move on to phase 2 of the plan, which is become Scarecrow. No one's watching us by the look of it. So there's an Easter egg which was added in like 2016, I think. And then we're going to hopefully take advantage of it if no one spots us on the way back. It's those 2 lads I'm worried about. Primarily. As soon as they bugger off, we should be safe. Alright, go on lads. Good boys. Okay, so yeah, 2016 they added like the Scarecrow Challenge pack. And that added an Easter egg. And we're going to take advantage of that Easter egg to cause a few accidents. Now, you are just chilling there, so we should be safe to get up this ladder, right? Lovely. So our next goal is to ring 4 bells. The First one is over here somewhere. It's over to the left of this bridge. There it is. The second one is over in this sort of direction near Fruit King. The third one is around this way. And then the fourth one is to the right side of this first bridge. There it is. And now that we've done that, basically, every time we get close to anyone, that'll happen. They will burst into flames and die. So, where are our targets? Let's sweep around in this sort of direction. We don't really need to worry about being spotted at this point, because anyone who gets too close to us is just going to be lit on fire. Including the suspects. Which is nice, because we've got a challenge for setting a certain number of suspects on fire. The Burning Man challenge. So it's just a case of finding the right target before they'll start escaping the map. Look at all these accidents we're causing. Yeah, we got the leader. Good. I don't know if we've got Burning Man complete yet though, so we'll just keep going. We can set fire to people through walls as well, which is nice. Yeah, you're going to flee. We can't have that. No one's going to be putting it out today, madam. There we go, 25 killed. We got Burning Man finished. But we may as well just run around a bit more and cause some more chaos. Because why not? This is our revenge on Colorado. Oops, it's raining guns. Now, someone's coming over to have a look, are they? Strange. That's also strange. Yep. No point even trying to point your gun. Dread it, run from it. You cannot stop the burning scarecrow. The lookout's been alerted. Gosh, I sure hope some targets don't try and escape the map. Let's see. I mean, maybe we want to be slightly careful because we don't want to lose take no damage for no reason. Oh dear, it's not going well for anyone. It's possible one of the targets has escaped, which would be a shame. But most of them haven't. We just got caught on camera. I sure hope people don't come over to investigate. Right, how many targets have we got left? 2 in the manch, 2 in the hacker's house. And 1 over there. I think everyone's trying to flee now, so we can certainly get some of them. It's possible that one's going to get away. Although, let's deal with the hacker's house first, because there's 2 targets in there. We want to set them on fire.
Red leader, area is clear.
Yeah, you all gather together, guards. More assassins down, more guards down. Ah, this is beautiful. I'm glad it worked. Those 2 guys have got no idea what's happening. And we've got 1 target left who's trying to flee, but I think they're broken because they've been trying to flee for a little while now, and they failed to do so. So they're probably broken. We'll just jog around the edge. Now we have lost a bit of cash with all those non-target suspects that we've been accidentally murking, but I think that's fine. I'm pretty sure we're at prestige now anyway, so it should be fine. Oh, there's a few in there. That's a target-rich little environment. Come in, Command. Ah, I'm burning to death. Oops. Command did not want to hear that. Easiest kill everyone challenge in history. But too easy to even count as a kill everyone, I feel. No. There's a guy. He's pretty much seen us. And there we go. There's our fleeing man. And there are no living targets left on the map. There's a handful of lucky guards that are going to escape and be left wondering just what the hell's happened around here. They can speak in hushed whispers of the terror of the Colorado Scarecrow. And we've finished another campaign. There we go. Burning Man. Another challenge ticks off the list. We're slowly but surely getting there. And now, we've got our reward, but do we take it? Or do we have a look at the prestige options? Yeah, we can advance our prestige level at this point. So here's a cool thing. We advance prestige before we open the crate. We lose all of our stuff once again. Bye, guns. I'll miss you. And now, we open our reward crate. And bam! We got back a legendary sniper rifle to start a new campaign. And more importantly, we are going to get back the cash as well, I think. Yep, 30,000 Mercers. So we start a new campaign with a remote domestic gas device, a sniper rifle and 30k. So that 30k will help us buy a silenced pistol. And that'll help us roll on again. I'll probably do another campaign off camera just to gather up some tools before you see me next. Some of these levels took a long time, so I'm thinking next it might be a good idea to do a time trial challenge. So that will probably be what you'll be seeing next time. But until then, thanks for watching, friends.